Close your eyes and imagine the warm voice that defined a generation with classic hits like Rainy Days and Mondays. Now, Bay Area show writer and vocalist Lori Roldan is bringing that sound to life at the Harris Center in Folsom with her acclaimed concert, A Song for You, the music of Karen Carpenter. Here to tell us about her must-see show, we have Lori Roldan. Lori, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today. I'm so excited.
Okay, so this sounds like a love letter to Karen Carpenter. What inspired you to create this show?
It really is. Karen Carpenter was my idol growing up, but what inspired me to write the show and to actually even have this idea was my twin daughters. I've got 3 girls, and I love them all. They're so great. But when my first older ones were going to college auditions, I was watching them, step into, opportunities for what was going to be next for them, and I just kind of felt like I wasn't, there was something else maybe I needed to do, and that I wasn't done. I've done a lot of musical theater, cabaret, inspirational, but there was something more that I wasn't sure. And my voice teacher said, why don't you do your own one-woman show? And I thought, oh, I've never done that. That sounds like a really great idea and something that I would love to do, but what would I do? And I knew that if I did something like that, I wanted to be inspiring and uplifting. So that's how it started in my mind and through a lot of process of thinking about it. He said, who inspired you the most growing up in music? And I had a lot of inspirational people that inspired me. My dad was a clarinet player, and so we had all kinds of music. I love the folk music, but what inspired me the most was Karen Carpenter.
And why was it Karen Carpenter that inspired you?
Because my dad would play her records when we had, records. They're back now.
They're back.
The records are back. But when I was little, they were first out. Yes. And so I would just lay by my parents' 1970s turntable and shag rug, and I would belt out Karen's tunes and lyrics. I would just sing her songs, and it was comforting to me, and something about her voice, I just wanted to sing. I knew I wanted to sing because I just related to music so much.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so walk our viewers through the experience of seeing your show, because you're joined by a full band and guest vocalists. How many musicians will be on stage with you?
Yeah, it's still kind of an intimate show. I mean, it would be really fun to someday have, do this with a bigger orchestra. But on the other hand, I have this intimacy about the show that I like. I've got my music director, piano player, bass and drums. So piano, bass, drums, and then I have 2 to 3 backing singers that sing, with me all the harmony, because there's so much harmony, and it's so important to have all those great sounds. So it's a lot. That's it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It travels, pretty well, and so yeah.
And I mean, you've traveled. You brought the theme of the show to many different cities. What do you hope people enjoy when they come and hear you and see your performance?
Well, so the show is more than really, it's more than like a concert or a tribute show. It's my life story through the music of Karen Carpenter. So it's the ups and downs of life, everybody's life. We all have highs and lows in life. And when I was writing the show, I had actors telling me, oh, we want to hear, we sort of know Karen's story, which is sad, a lot of it. So my show is uplifting because I'm talking about life, and they said, we want to hear your story more. And I thought, oh, well, I don't know. But I guess my story is a lot like a lot of people's stories in the highs and lows. So the music tells the story, really. And so that's what I want and hope, and that I've had feedback for. People I guess it does inspire them. My hope is that they are inspired to pursue their own gifts in life, their own passions. That's really my hope for my audience, and hopefully I'm doing something right that way. Right now when I bring it out to
Well, we want to make sure our viewers go and check it out. Can you give us the when and where for when you...
Yes, it's going to be at the Harris Center, upcoming April 19th, Sunday matinee at 2 o'clock. So, everyone can come during the day. It's such a Harris Center, so beautiful, and it's at 2 o'clock. And I am just so excited. I've been to the Harris Center, but I'm really excited to present the show for the first time there.
Yeah, well, thanks for making a stop here and telling us about it. We're excited for our viewers to go and check it out.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And to our viewers, A Song for You, the music of Karen Carpenter, will be performed at the Harris Center in Folsom. That's on April 19th at 2 p.m. For info and to get your tickets, head to the events section at harriscenter.net.